And gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy YB, and today we back here in X-Men 97 episode 2, y'all. Not 1, not 2, but episode 2. And definitely let me know what you guys thought of the video below. I'm gonna give you a quick rating. I give it a 10 out of 10. How do you guys feel? Definitely let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Now let's get into the video. Let's know everything you guys think of the episode. Give me a review of what y'all thought. Man, this episode was a wild one, but let's hop into it. So the first thing we're going to see here is the previously on X-Men. They brought it back. They didn't have it in episode 1. They had it in episode 2. And now previously on X-Men is now said by Magneto. This is crazy. So that was pretty crazy. As you guys can see, a whole lot of craziness is about to hop into this right here. So they try to change the intro a bit, the music a bit. So like I said, we got Magneto talking on the intro as well. So then our boy Magneto, the trial of Magneto, that's the uniform that he's wearing right here. So that's pretty crazy. And very much that's like almost shot for shot of the cover in the comics. That's crazy. That's super crazy that they just literally ripped that directly from the comics. That's dope. And here's the intro. Got Cyclops still coming here. Here's the team. They're probably going to be moving after this character at the end. Why? I'll let you guys know. Spoiler alerts too. Why they're probably going to be changing the people on each teams during the intro. But that's the squad. There's my boy Bishop looking beastly. And then here is pretty much Storm. It looks like she's beating the friendship of humanity. Blah, blah, blah. That's hard to say. And she got her pretty much her lightsaber, since this is owned by Disney. No copyright infringements. Then they showed a version of all my favorite characters, Phoenix. Shout out Jean Grey's Phoenix. And this looked like, you know how Bishop is a time traveler, so it looks like him falling into time. So we get this shot as well. Look at my boy Bishop. Look at the hair though, bro. Bishop looking cold. And then there's my boy Magneto on his little island. Shout out to Magneto, beasting and feasting. That's his island from the his asteroid from the first comic series. And then here's that opening scene. The Ferris wheel looks like it's falling, and Magneto's going to come and save everyone. And with that, bam, you see him has the Walkman too, little guy, because this is 97 where Walkmans were super popular. And this is going to pretty much be a Magneto redemption arc. Like I said, he saves the Ferris wheel. That's him coming in to save it. Bam. And then, you know, he does it without the helmet. No helmet right now. So Magneto is not rocking the helmet. So that's pretty great. And they sitting around like, what, did Magneto just save us? I thought he wanted to take us in. And pretty much they all decide to go arrest Magneto after this, even though he did save the people, because the crimes he have committed in the last episode of the last season, where he went wild, bro. He went wild. And just pretty much they just watching it on the news like the world can't believe it. FC News is from the original show as well, just in case you guys didn't know. And then here's Magneto and Bishop starts talking about how they're going to lead. And, you know, Bishop doesn't really trust, not Bishop, but Cyclops doesn't really trust Magneto. He like, bro, I know you up to some shenanigans, because he is up to some, he seems like he's up to some shenanigans. And this is them talking about him as well. And then they've still been arguing all these things about like how to lead, and if Magneto's version of leadership is going to be a little bit different from Professor X. But man, it's exciting. This episode was so good, man. It was so good. This episode was good. And then bam, you see the friendship of humanity. They have the conspiracy theorist wall right here. You see the cassette tapes on the far left. Bam. X-Men 97. Hey, that's crazy. If y'all remember VHSs, definitely let me know, man. I still have a box from when I was a kid. We have boxes and boxes of VHS. I got Lion King on VHS, bro. Lion King, one of the best ever. So this is going to be Executioner coming up right here. That's him fighting the X-Men. And he's going to use his gun, who's going to use the power of the collar that suppresses power. He's going to use that on somebody later. But that's him shooting our boy Bishop. And he came in, he was kind of cold. And he's actually teams up with Punisher in the comics. So hopefully we do get a version of Punisher. We all know Punisher was on the original X-Men series, and Punisher was on the original Spider-Man series back in the 90s when I was coming up. Punisher was cool back then. So there's a better shot at Executioner right there. And this is Morph, so that's not the original Colossus. This is Morph. And he morphs into pretty much everybody kind of on this season. And there's our girl Psylocke. He morphed into her as well with the swords. Man. Look at that. Look at that. That was hurtful. That's hurtful. That's hurtful. And this is the Morlocks, right? Well, they come back. Magneto comes and pretty much saves them from the friendship of humanity. And if you guys notice anything, Magneto, he kind of narrates to kind of get the people who haven't seen the show before and let them know how his power works. He pretty much like, hey, I'm Magneto. I have these powers. I can control these things. That's just for you noobs who ain't watched the other show. People, just the newbies who ain't got to watch it. Magneto is amazing in this show. He was amazing in the original show. And then, you know, Beast always drops the Beast quotes. Always you're going to get those. And this is still Storm. They pretty much just still talking about everything. And this is Bishop. She basically says he's seen so many versions of the futures, but he's never seen a version of the future where Magneto is leading the X-Men. So, yeah, that's crazy to see actually Magneto leading the X-Men. So, here's the squad. You see my boy Cable, Bishop. They all going to be pretty integral part of the show. We got Baby Cable coming in on this episode as well. And then this is them pretty much talking about how that collar can that device can time travel. So we're going to get some time travel. We get a shot of Genosha, of course. And this is where Magneto was like, hey, we have all these resources and all this money. Why did we take these mutants, you know, who don't have a place to stay and send them to Genosha? That would help more than what the X-Men is out here fighting. So Jean Grey kind of gives an idea of her powers. What she's saying is like if she mind reads Magneto now, pretty much, what if he changes his mind later? So she does have a limitation of her power and mind reading. So if he just thinks he's good right now, she reads his mind and he's good right now, and that's good. But tomorrow he can be bad. So that's why she doesn't read his powers with him not having the helmet on. Again, that's our boy Morph. We'll get to more than that. And then those two are just having to talk about just being X-Men. And Jean Grey pretty much tells Storm that she doesn't want Baby Cable to be born a mutant. So, which is funny that she's telling that to the black characters. Like, she doesn't want him to be a mutant and be different. It's like, I'm black and I'm a mutant. That's wild. So, you know, they already dislike her double time. So she would be able to understand that more than anybody else on the show. So I did like that. And then she just give a history of her wearing pretty much her Phoenix suit. That's why they showed it in the beginning about, you know, where they had the little battle on the moon right here in the original episode. Hey man, y'all go back and watch these original episodes. They were really, really good. They are really, really good. Go back and watch them, please. So, and that's where the Watcher stays as well, where they had that battle. And pretty much Storm's going to just tell her like, hey, don't worry about it. You're going to be a great mom and your kid's going to be great regardless, pretty much. And then this is Magneto and Rogue flirting with their little relationship, because we all know Magneto used to date Rogue back in the day in the comics. If y'all don't know, now you know. So, and then that's just more teasing. And, you know, Bishop kind of feels something. Bishop like, oh no, bro, should I feel away? Should I feel away? You probably should feel away. But we all know Bishop, he ends up marrying Rogue in the comics as well. So he probably gonna feel away, but he know he gonna win in the end. He gonna get his girl. That Cajun gonna get his girl. So just more, you know, flirting. And this is where Rogue tells him like, hey, don't go around running your mouth. Do not tell nobody about what we used to do. You know, he's snitching. And that's pretty much them still having that same conversation. And then here's they come in, the military's coming to pretty much arrest Magneto again, because it's the trial of Magneto, just like the comics. And he's like, what? I ain't going nowhere. I need a free trial. Then he pretty much just tells him, and he threatened him by picking up the helicopters But then they just like, yeah, you're gonna get a free trial. So he kind of goes unwillingly. Look, that's a good shot for shot right there. The trial of Magneto. Wow, man. See, there you go, picking up the helicopters. But then he goes peacefully. He like, hey, bro, I'm not really here for all that. Let me go ahead and go peacefully put me on trial so I can get this dub, man. So I can get this win. And then basically he tells, when he's on the stand, he just tells the story of oh man. He just tells the story of the Holocaust. Dang, I had a temporary brain lapse. He tells the story of the Holocaust and everything about how it happened and how he was there and what it done to himself and his people and all of that. So like he's just having that conversation and he brings that up. Magneto made him think of that to stop him from going crazy in the last episodes. And he's talking about the new gods, pretty much saying the new gods are the mutants. And then enters the Executioner to have that battle with the X-Men. The Executioner was kind of cold, bro. He had Sentinel Tech. He had that gun. At that same time, Jean is going into labor, which is crazy. She about to have little baby Cable is what we gonna call him, little baby Cable. If you know anything about Cable's parents, the ending of the episode did not surprise you, but yeah, that is Jean Grey. She's going into labor. And Wolverine's like, what you mean? Who's coming? Who's coming? Is Apocalypse coming? She like, no, boy, the baby, not the rapper, the baby that's in my belly. Right. And then it's the first time we get to see blood on the series. Executioner firing on Cyclops. And then here's this Bishop just getting all of his stuff ready. Right. They all trying to fight the Executioner while Morph is just still turning it into everyone. And this is, they're going to show off how rogue powers work right here. And this was right. She was able to touch the doctor because the doctor wouldn't deliver the baby because she was a mutant. So she touches the doctor and gets all of his energy and his knowledge so she can deliver the baby. Shout out to Rogue. And then R.I.P. Storm, man. She gets shot with that energy guns. It takes her power, quote unquote, permanently. Like she has no more powers. It's when I watched it, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was depressed. I was kind of sad, like, no, the Omega level mutant, the only black mutant besides Bishop, y'all took from us. I was hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt, man. This was a rough one. But look at that. Took all of her powers. That's such a good shot. So like now she's like, man, I can't feel the air, the water, the nothing. Now she's just a regular human. That's wild. Especially how powerful she was in that first episode. And then this one right here is where pretty much Beast tries to lower her down easily. And then she's like, nah, this seems to be permanent. All of that is gone. But he's still going to be working on something to get her powers back, of course. And this is Magneto still kind of being, this is Magneto picking up everybody. He picks up all of the people that has him on trial and the Executioner, and he takes them all the way up into the atmosphere. And he's like, hey, don't let me down. He said, I'm not going to kill y'all because Professor X. And then he's like, don't make me let you guys fall. When he can drop everybody and kill them, which he doesn't. So after this, they drop all the charges and he's a free man. And then boom, we get baby Cable has just been delivered. You see him with all his X-Men outfits on and everything, which is great. And then they trade X-Men cups because Cyclops is pretty much like, oh no, man, you ain't that bad. And Professor X don't really make mistakes. So I guess you can stay and be the leader. You know, that's kind of what they're talking about here. And, you know, matching cups, go out and buy one. And this is Storm before she realized her powers is going, that she's about to leave. Jean Grey mentions Merle Island, like she needs help. That's a place where they have let's say the B team of X-Men should be there, waiting for the call to come join the main team. But that's what Mirror Island is. Here's a little baby Cable with the pajamas. So if you want your kids to go buy the pajamas, they have those out now. And again, they're doing more teasing of Rogue and Magneto's relationship. And our boy Bishop finds out. He hot about it. So, it's about to get real the next episode. And then, boom, the real Jean Grey appears. This is crazy. When the real Jean Greys appear, I was like, no, that's wild. They actually gonna do Madeline Pryor. I knew they were gonna do it once they named the baby. I was like, oh, okay, so that's Cable's mom, which is not Jean Grey, it's Madeline Pryor. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So the real Jean Grey came, and it's like, man. So, and look at Madeline Pryor was sitting there looking like, what is this? Right? So there's Jean Grey. And Madeline Pryor looking like, what? That's two of me's? Because she still thinks she's Jean Grey. But Madeline Pryor is really, really powerful in the comics as well. So we are in for some really good treats. And you know, who created Madeline Pryor is Mr. Sinister. He pretty much clones Jean Grey. So yeah, we about to get to some really, really good episodes coming up. So far, so good. This is an amazing, amazing 2 episodes so far. Again, in the comments, what do you guys know? Let me think. What do y'all want? What y'all won't? Hit the comments. Tell me what you thought. A review. How good was it? Bad was it? Give it a number. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. So, yeah, man, it was a good episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you guys didn't, definitely let me know in the comments below. And just hopefully you guys know, with positive thinking, we can change the world in a positive way. With positive thinking yields positive results. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like, because that'd be epic. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. That'd be the bee's knees. And just remember, through the power of positivity, we can change the world. This has been your boy YB. You guys continue to be awesome, and I'm out.